The Smurf song, the la 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 la, that hit international #1 for 16 different countries. So snaps and claps for them. Hey there, Cubbies! My name is Krista, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I love doing all things Sims related. So usually I would throw in a fun fact right here, but today my whole video is going to be fun facts. So I'm not going to do one in the intro. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into my video today. So I'm just going to save you guys from the usual. I'm actually talking just as much as I normally would, so I'm sorry. But today I have built for you 2 cute little Smurf houses. And if you are unfamiliar with the Smurfs, you're going to learn all about them in my video. So don't worry, I guess. First things first. Okay, so I actually found 2 Smurfs on the gallery because I built 2 Smurf houses and I had in mind pretty much while I was building them who they would be for specifically. And I built one for Papa Smurf and Smurfette because I believe them to be the most iconic Smurfs. Just my opinion. So what I'm going to do is, while I am walking you through my builds, because there's 2, I'm actually going to give you guys some fun facts about the Smurfs. And the first fun fact, because the Smurfs that I downloaded off the gallery, they were both missing their hats. And Smurfette, and like they were kind of just like dressed a little bit differently. I changed their outfits real quick. But they were missing their hats, which they're actually called I'm going to say it wrong. Phrygian caps, but they're also known as Liberty caps. And basically they were worn by ancient Romans that were emancipated slaves as like a symbol of their newfound freedom. So I thought that was really cool. Also, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys, because I'm going to just go ahead and start with Smurfettes, because I feel like she's really iconic. So I actually made this little Smurf house for her. By the way, my fiance did tell me to do this build. He picked it out because so many people commented on my cabin for Evil Dead 2 and was like, that's so cool, you let your fiance pick it out. So I was like, all right, what should I build? And he said, build the Smurfs house. And I was like, okay. And I felt like that meant he knew a lot about the Smurfs. But the more I learned about the Smurfs, the more I realized he didn't know about them. But the cool thing about Smurfette is that she was actually created by Gargamel, which is the bad guy from the Smurfs cartoon and the movie, if you guys are aware. So in here, it's really small, all right? Sorry. It's just a tiny space. And I tried to do a lot with it to kind of make the space look bigger. But, you know, you can't do much with a mushroom house, which that's what they live in, is these little houses shaped like mushrooms. But a lot of people actually think that Smurfette is the only female Smurf, which she actually is not. There is actually 2 other females. The other one is Sassette. She is Smurfette's little sister. She was actually created by the Smurflings, which are like the younger Smurfs. This is her little bedroom here. I figured she would have like some girly stuff on the wall, you know. But since she was created by Gargamel, he actually created her to like infiltrate and be a spy on the Smurfs. And she told them that she wasn't actually a Smurf. I don't know how playable this bathroom is going to be, by the way, but this is her bathroom. But she ended up telling them like what happened and where she came from, and that she was created by Gargamel, and they decided to take her in anyways. So Papa Smurf, he actually gave her a little bit of a makeover, I guess. Like he changed her hair to blonde because originally it was dark like mine, and he fixed that so she would be blonde. And then the Smurfs just kind of started to accept her, and yeah. But when Gargamel created her, he like wanted to use all different kinds of ingredients and all this stuff, and he was trying to make her evil, but she turned out to be good, so that's good. Oh, also, there's another female. Her name is Nanny Smurf, and the reason that we don't actually see her is because she has been imprisoned for 500 years in like a haunted cavern or something, and she was actually like the first female Smurf. So this is Papa Smurf's place here. He just has something kind of like bed in the living room, you know, just really comfortable looking. This is his bathroom here. It probably is playable. I say probably, but I haven't play tested either of these houses, so I'm not going to make any promises I can't keep, because again, this bed is kind of in front of the door, so it might not be 100% playable. So I went really fast there. Okay. So people actually weren't sure where baby Smurfs came from, but they are actually delivered literally once in a blue moon. Isn't that cute? But once in a blue moon, a stork delivers them. And it seemed like Papa Smurf was the only one who really understood that. The Smurfs they're a community where they don't really have money or currency, but they all work together and live comfortably. So I just kind of put a couple of things that I figured they'd be doing. Lots of plants. They put a mailbox. At least it's in the back of the property and not the front. Plants, all kinds of stuff. I said plants twice. There's a lot of them. But there is actually a world record for dressing up like a Smurf. The number is, I think, like 4,890 something people were dressed up like Smurfs. So that's pretty amazing. And then Smurfs are actually specifically 3 apples tall. Why 3 apples? I have no idea. They were created by a Belgian comic artist, and his name was Pierre Colliford, I think. And he was I might be saying his name wrong, that's why I say I think. But he created them in 1958. There was like this dinner party he went to, and he made this joke, and he said, troughs. I said that wrong, but I'm going to put the word so you guys can see it. But he said that, and then he created the show called Les and it translates in Dutch to Smurf. So that's what they called it when they brought it to America as a little comic. And then what else? They also celebrate some strange holidays. One of these holidays is called Unhappiness Day. And it's literally where they spend 24 hours doing not doing the things that they love. So like Painter Smurf can't paint, you know, and that way they can appreciate those things so much more. I'm just going to go through and show you guys this stuff again because I'm still talking. She's not going to be able to sleep comfortably in that bed, but who cares? The Smurf song, the la 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 la, that hit international #1 for 16 different countries. So snaps and claps for them. Most of the Smurfs, are male, you know, so they wear these caps and they don't really know what they look like without them on. But there is this episode that is kind of Night of the Living Dead themed, I guess, because the Smurf gets bitten by a fly and turns purple and becomes like a zombie Smurf. And it starts biting other Smurfs and they start turning purple and biting other Smurfs. And these Smurfs start freaking out like we need to find an antidote, much like the Night of the Living Dead, okay? And that is the only episode we actually see them without these caps on. And we see that they are actually bald, which makes perfect sense as to why they'd be wearing caps. Because they're bald. They have no hair. What else? They turn purple when they hold their breath. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I thought that was pretty cool. These Smurf berries, which is like, it's not really their currency, but it's like their thing that they just love and go crazy for. They're actually sarsaparilla, and which is like one of the main ingredients in making root beer, like old-fashioned root beer, not new-fashioned root beer. Because there's a thing. Ooh, another fun fact about Smurfs. They actually had a cereal, and it was called Smurf Berry Crunch, and it came out in like 1983. And this cereal gave these children some strange bowel movements. It would actually turn their, I guess I can say poop. They turn their poop pink and purple. So these parents were like freaking out, thinking their kids were sick. And really, it was just the cereal that they ate, which I think is hilarious. They actually stopped making it, and they started making a different kind of cereal that didn't turn their poop different colors. I gave them some bikes so they could like run away if they wanted to. These are my Smurf houses. What do you guys think? How did I do? I thought it would be fun to do another build chosen by my fiance because so many people commented on how I let him pick my Evil Dead build and how cool they thought that was. So I was like, all right, I'll do that again. I'll let him pick another build since he did so good that time. He can do another one. And he actually did help me like pick the style for how these mushroom houses come out. He helped me pick the roofing. He was the one that told me I should just like put plants all over them. So that's why they're like that. Yeah, but I think it's really fun. I'd really like to get him to play The Sims and like get him in a video, but he is very hard to convince. So if you guys like comment and like be like, we want him in a video, maybe. No, I don't think that would work either. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment down below and a big thumbs up to let me know how I did. And also be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I come out with a new video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and ciao!